Hi everyone, so here is the dilemma. I have noticed recently that I have begun to amass a really large graveyard of blow dryers because for some reason they have been burning out on me more often than they have in the past. This could be for a lot of reasons, such as working at a higher volume salon, doing more blow dries. Maybe the wiring of a salon that I work at is making my blow dry go kaput faster. I don't know. Could be a lot of things, but I have a lot of blow dryers that I've used until they have burned out, and I don't know what to do with them, and I don't really want to throw them away, so I figure I should probably talk about them before they go into the garbage. Now, every single blow dryer that I'm going to talk about on this channel from this day forward has been bought with my own money or has been lent to me by somebody who has also bought it with their own money to borrow, and I have used it enough to have a really good understanding of how I feel about said blow dryer and or like tool. And yeah, I just really hate it when people review things without knowing what they're talking about. Like when people do a review as a first impression, that doesn't make any sense to me. So most of these blow dryers have been burnt out. They have been used until they can no longer be used and are to be garbage. And so yeah, here we go. Totally burnt out. This is the twin turbo 2800 with some extra embellishments. I did it myself in case you're wondering where to get this. It comes with two nozzles, the small one and the big one. This to me is the perfect concentrator nozzle size. Some nozzles are like super wide. I don't know why. It doesn't make any sense. Alright, so I got this blow dryer. This is my first professional blow dryer. It is super old, as you can see. It's kind of worn. At this point, it is about 4 years old. It kind of crapped out at 3 years. I used it in beauty school, so I was learning. I wasn't doing as good blow dries as I was. And I also carried this to, I believe, 2 salons. And it crapped out on my 3rd salon when I was doing a lot more blow dries. And yeah, it got kind of hot around the handle right here. And then one day I just started smelling of burning hair all the time instead of sometimes. So this goes into the garbage pile. So what I like about this is that it is my first blow dryer, so it does have a place in my heart. I love it so much. I kind of want to put it like on my wall in a glass box to keep forever as a memento of the start of my cosmetology career. It has served me very well. However, I do have a couple of gripes about this blow dryer now that I've used a ton of blow dryers. And that first is the fact that it is a little on the heavy side, just a smidge. I would say this is like a mid-range blow dryer. There are blow dryers that are heavier than this, and there are blow dryers that are lighter than this. Like, it's not a deal breaker. It's a good weight. It's not like, say, a T3 where you pick it up and it's like holding air, like you're holding the hollow shell of the blow dryer because it's so light. The buttons I like a lot. They're pretty clicky. They stay in place pretty well, so I never have a problem of when I grab it. I use my blow dryer in my left hand. Sometimes if the blow dryer, sometimes with other brands of blow dryers, the buttons or the little tabs are kind of loose. As you're using it, like your finger will like shift it, and then all of a sudden you're blow drying for a really long time and you're like, what's going on? And then you realize that your blow dryer is on cold and you had no idea. This model also has a cool button. This is the kind that you have to hold down constantly. It's not the one that you click once and it's cold and you click again and it's hot. You have to hold it down to use the cool burst. Or alternatively, you can just turn this to cold, whatever works for you. The one thing that I really hate about this blow dryer, however, is the fact that this vent over here sucks. It is awful. It's awful. I don't know if you can see this or if it's going to show up on the video, but this is the vent filter, and it's huge. That like people with finer hair, their hair tends to get sucked in to the back of the blow dryer, which is fine if you have like a really fine screen or one of those spongy mesh ones, but this one, the holes are just so big on this screen that if you have a fine-haired client, you need to be so careful that their hair does not get sucked into this, because once it does, it goes past the holes of the screen into the blade, and you just have a client with hair stuck in your blow dryer, and it's not a good time. Nope. Another thing is, because the screen holes are so big, sometimes you get that one stray hair that just gets sucked in here, and instead of like collecting on the back of the blow dryer, it goes into the blow dryer and gets stuck on the other side or somewhere inside, and then you're just stuck blow drying and with like burning hair smell until that hair completely burns off. And first of all, it's embarrassing because I work in a higher end salon, so that smell, not acceptable. I know that I've been to plenty of salons where I'm like, it smells like burning hair, and they're like, oh yeah, it's okay, it's just the blow dryer. Yeah, clients that are paying like $200 for a haircut, not gonna be okay if there's burning hair smell, because they always think it's theirs, and you have to be like, no, it's not, and then you can't use that blow dryer until you get that smell out yourself, which usually means just on your off time turning it on, letting it run, letting the hair burn out, and filling up the back room with burned hair smell, much to the chagrin of your coworkers. The cord does run a little short at some of the salons that I've been at, and you do have to kind of turn the chair a little bit just to get to one side of the head. I will say though, some salons, the chair is up, the client's chair is obnoxiously far away from the wall, and like, who designed it like that? I don't know, but this one, the cord is long, but it's not long enough. All in all, I really do like this blow dryer. I think it is amazing, but that could be my own personal bias from it being my first blow dryer. But yeah, would buy again, would not spend the time to bedazzle it again, but would buy again. I definitely think that it is a great blow dryer for the price. It's about $100 or $150. Not terribly ridiculous, but it's not a price point for any like home blow dryer either. It did last me quite a while. People say that the life of blow dryers in the salon is about 6 to 8 months. This lasted me far longer than that, only because I was not blow drying as much as I do nowadays. So it did have a great long life. I did use it pretty much every single day for about a year, and then slowed down to about once or twice a week, and then picked up to like 2 or 3 times a day before it burned out. And once I picked up my blow drying to about 2 or 3 times a day, it burned out in that same month. So thank you so much for your service, blow dryer, and this has been my review on my burnt out twin turbo 2800 series, and I will be back in the future for more burned out blow dryer reviews. And I also might incorporate reviews of other hair tools or products in the future that I have used a bunch, and it's either time to toss them, or I really like them, or I have to give them back to coworkers, because yes, I am that coworker that will borrow your shit all the time. Sorry. But yeah, so this is it for today. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!